Last year was surrender. I kept asking God, what is my word for the year? I've been scared. It has revealed so much that I did not get before. Last year, I felt like God was calling me to, speak more about my faith. Felt like a lesson to me, like obey your father. Hello guys, welcome to the channel. Happy New Year. It's 2026. I'm officially filming and I am super excited to be back. Like, I feel so rejuvenated. There was just like a 2-week gap that I just had to rest and figure out what the new year was going to be about. When the new year started, I kept praying for God to give me my word for the year. And last year was surrender. I kept asking God, what is my word for the year? Then while I was just randomly going about my day, it hit me that I'd actually gotten my word the year before, like the week before the year ended, before 2025 ended. I'd actually gotten my word, which was obey. I've been getting this nudge throughout the entirety of 2025. I've been getting this, I feel like I've been called to talk more about life and your journey with God. I've been having this nudge to talk about it a lot more, but I've been scared because, first of all, I'm not the most eloquent of speakers. Like, I stumble a lot more as a writer. I'm more eloquent when I'm typing out my words than when I say them. And over the last few years, I felt God call me out to, speak more, to talk more. And I've compared to who I was at the start of last year to right now, there's a major difference, you guys. I can't explain it. There's just this confidence that I did not have at the start of last year. And this year, I see myself doing things that I would not have done last year just because I did not have that kind of confidence. And one of my prayers last year was to have boldness to speak about my faith. And I felt that also kind of grow the last few months. 2025, my word was surrender, and 2026, my word is obey. By the way, I plan to film a completely different video for today, but I just came out of spending time with God. Right now I'm in Matthew, and let me just say, it has revealed so much that I did not get before. Messages that I may have missed, I am getting them right now. But I also feel that has to do with the season I am in life, because like I mentioned, last year I felt like God was calling me to, speak more about my faith and talk more about life with God. I've come to terms with the fact that I am going to talk about my faith, but how do I go about it? And what do I say? How do I say it? I have read this verse many times. This verse has been read countless of times at Mass, and there's just something about me reading it today at this particular moment in my life. Today is just different. Matthew chapter 4, verses 18 to 22. And it's the verse where Jesus is just walking down Lake Galilee and he sees 4 men fishing and he calls them. It says, walking by the Sea of Galilee, Jesus saw 2 brothers, Simon called Peter and Andrew his brother, casting a net into the sea, for they were fishermen. So Jesus met them while they were working, while they were doing what they knew how to do, while they were living their life in the middle of just them living their life, while they were putting to use the things he had given them, the gifts he had given them, the skills he had given them. While they were working, he met them there. Then he said to them, follow me and I will make you fishers of men. So he could have said any other word, but he used fishers of men because they were fishermen. So what I got from this particular line was that God is going to use our past to create a future that is beyond anything we've ever known. Fishers of men. First of all, how do you fish for men? Like, it doesn't make sense what God calls us to be, what God is calling us to step into. It wouldn't make sense. I mean, a lot of times for me, that's how it feels. Like, I'm like, what are you calling me exactly to do? Because I'm not sure. Like, I don't know. What do you mean fishers of men? I just know how to fish for fish, I just know how to do this. This is what I know. I don't have the skills to communicate. That I'm speaking from myself. This is what I know how to do. I just know how to fish. I like being away from people in the middle of the lake, just isolated, just keeping myself away from people because this is what I know how to do. I don't know how to be in the midst of people and interact with them and communicate with them. I don't know how to do that. So why are you calling me to do something that I do not have the skills to do? Like, there's just so many questions. Like, this is my livelihood. This is what I'm comfortable with. This is what I know how to do in this moment. But you're calling me to do something that I do not have the skills, the knowledge, or any means to, go about it. I don't know how to do anything that you're calling me to do. But then it continues. They immediately left their nets and followed him. Immediately followed him. I mean, guys, this is what we need to aspire to be. Just to immediately obey Jesus, immediately obey what he has called us to do, immediately obey the things he has called us to be. I keep praying to be the child that immediately answers my Father. I don't want to be the child who delays obedience and then delays the gift at the end of obeying. There are two ways this could have gone. If Simon and his brother Andrew hadn't immediately obeyed God, they might have delayed walking that path with God. They might have delayed everything that they would get from following Jesus, everything that comes with being his disciples. They might have delayed that, or even worse, they could have passed that off to someone else. And there is a chance that if they had said no, that Jesus might have found someone else. There were two brothers further down the lake that Jesus called also. So if these two hadn't answered, they might have missed that opportunity, or they might have delayed what they would get from, following Jesus. So this felt like a lesson to me, like, obey your Father. Obey your Father. Obey his calling, even if it doesn't make sense. Just do it. And so it says they immediately left their nets and followed him. This is a lot more than just their nets. This is their entire life, their livelihood. They're leaving back what they know, what they're comfortable with. It feels like this entire verse was speaking to me because I am such an introvert. I thrive in my comfort zone, and it's been a struggle in the last few years for me to do things that were outside of my comfort zone. But I've noticed that every time I do step out of my comfort zone, there is so much joy at the other end, doing things that I would normally not to do. I'm reaping the fruits after. There's just so much joy of doing those things, because mostly those things are me going out of my way to be there for someone, to help someone, to just show my love and my support in ways that I'm not comfortable doing, but is beneficial to them. And so this has been hard for me. It felt like it was speaking directly to me. Going on from there, you saw two other brothers, James, the son of Zebedee, and John, his brother, in the boat with Zebedee, their father, mending their nets. He called them, and immediately they left the boat and their father and followed him. They're leaving so much behind. They're leaving a lot. They do not even know what comes after following Jesus. They do not know the struggle that comes with following Jesus, but they're going, they're obeying. And this says so much. These fishers of men did not know what Jesus was calling them into, but yet they followed, they listened, they obeyed. Today, I feel like these four would not be mentioned if they did not answer the call. Like, who knows how many other people Jesus called before them or after them that did not, obey God immediately or at all. We keep praying, or I keep praying for Jesus to show me the way to the future he has planned for me. But I also get to make that choice. Do I want to follow him and, step into that path that he has paved for me, the path that he has prepared for me, by saying, yes, Jesus, I will follow you? Or am I too stubborn and too comfortable in what I do know and who I am in this moment, that I am not willing to step into the discomfort and the unclear path that he's leading me down? And that's where the other word I got for this year, which is have faith, that's where that comes in. This passage just gives me that glimpse, like, Jesus, I do not know where you're taking me. I do not know who you're calling me to be. This is who I am now. This is who I know how to be. I am a fisherman. I don't know how to be who you're calling me to be, but I want to listen. I want to obey. I want that life that you have planned for me. I want you to use me to bring glory to your name. I just want to submit. I want to surrender my life, my past, because Jesus was calling them from their past. He was using their past. He was not holding their past over their head. He was not using their past to limit them. He wasn't saying just because you're fishermen, you're not going to be able to do enough in the future for my kingdom. I'm going to use your skills as fishermen, but I'm going to give you so much more than what you have right now. I'm going to let you step into the future that I have planned for you. You do not have the skills to be who I'm calling you to be, but I am with you. I will give you everything that you need to get there. And it blows my mind how this passage just hits home so much. And I know it, like, someone out there is searching for, where am I going, God? Where are you taking me? Show me the way. Let me know that you are in this with me. I literally pray that Jesus doesn't take me where I want to go. I pray that he takes me where he wants me to go, because where I want to go, there is just so much uncertainty. But with Jesus, I know that my future is secure, whatever that looks like, with the ups, the downs. I do not know anything. Would I rather trust my limited mind and what I know in this moment than Jesus, who knows everything that is going to happen? Like, who seems more reliable at this point? So yes, I hope that this helps somebody out there. I don't know who. This is me literally obeying, sitting down, filming this, and putting it out there for whoever needs to hear this in 2026. Whatever you feel God has called you to do, whatever you feel that Jesus is calling you to do, just, pray about it. If it aligns with scripture, follow. I mean, yes, in this world there's a lot of noise, people telling you this, people telling you this from here. Usually, most of the time, I've seen that the things that I feel called to do does not make sense. Like, I'm sitting here like, why do you want me to do that? Like, I don't know why you want me to do that, but okay, like, I'll do it. Like, I don't know who is going to help or what is going to happen at the other end of my obedience. Some of the times that I've obeyed, I've seen the fruits on the other side of my obedience, and then I've realized that when I feel called to do something, I should not question it, because God has a reason that I do not see. God has a reason that I do not know of in this moment, and maybe later on I will know, but in this moment I do not know, but I'm going to do it anyway, even if I never know why that is. And so 2026, we are trying to obey more. We are going to obey more. We're going to be an obedient little child. Anyway, I hope this helps somebody out there. I wish you guys a happy new year. Stay blessed, guys. Bye.